is essential for primary school children because it teaches them about the diversity of worldviews held by people of many faiths and none. It helps them to give them a better understanding of the world, helping them to foster empathy, respect and critical thinking. It helps them to make sense of the world and their place in it.
I believe religious education is essential for primary pupils because it gives them the tools to understand our diverse, pluralistic society. At a young, impressionable age, children benefit from learning about a range of religions and worldviews in an objective, accurate and respectful way without any restrictions on open-minded learning. Good primary RE is a beautiful gift to future generations. It nurtures empathy, acceptance, and in best cases, celebration of our diverse religious landscape, whilst developing academic knowledge and religious literacy. Teaching RE at this stage is a true privilege, with an impact that can shape individuals and communities for generations to come. Good primary RE should never be underestimated.
Religious education is not about faiths and religions. It's about understanding people, cultures, and life's big questions. For pupils in primary school, RE sparks curiosity and nurtures empathy. It helps them to see the world through different lenses, ask questions, and think deeply about their own views. Ultimately, RE is more than religion. It helps pupils develop into open-minded individuals who lay foundations to inclusive communities.
Why I think RE is essential for primary age children. In primary schools, many people will tell you that their subject is the most important, or very nearly behind maybe English and maths. Children will view a subject as important if they enjoy it or are good at it. If they're a great athlete or tennis player, then PE will be essential. If they're a great painter or designer, then art and design will be essential. If they love singing and playing an instrument, then music will be essential. RE doesn't often rank very highly among children and teachers, but unlike many of the other subjects, RE gives pupils and teachers the opportunity to self-reflect. It helps them not only to discover and find out what others think and believe, and how they live, but it also encourages them to discover more about themselves. RE is not just a subject with external learning. There is an opportunity for both children and adults to do some internal learning as well, to reflect on and to consider what they think and believe, what matters to them and how this influences the way they live their lives. It can then enable them to evaluate which other areas of learning are important to them and why. Many people agree there is value in learning about different cultures and religions to help children to become global citizens, and I am one of them. But it's more than that. It's also about knowing and understanding who each of us are as one of these global citizens. We need to understand ourselves before we can understand others, and RE gives us all the opportunity to do this.
RE is essential in opening up the world beyond our pupils' experiences. It challenges our pupils' preconceptions in fascinating and surprising ways. In great primary RE, pupils begin to understand the perspectives, values and motivations of others, and it gives pupils opportunities to consider their own place in the world.
RE is a subject that prepares children for life in today's world, setting the foundations of mutual respect and understanding as it teaches children about what is important to people and develops children's own views about what is important to themselves also. It brings time within a busy curriculum for children to learn more about what it means to be human, time to explore different worldviews whilst establishing links to how people live and how beliefs are connected. Young children are often full of curiosity. They are keen to know more and ask some seriously big questions. Therefore, this is an integral time to nurture RE learning, providing those opportunities to think about religion and other worldviews for themselves, others and the world around them, establishing their place in today's world and building the foundations for the future.
I believe teaching primary school children RE is extremely important. when we teach young children about different religious and non-religious belief systems, when we teach young children about the different religious and non-religious beliefs within their community and the world, we are preparing them for a multicultural and secular society that we are now living in, because the world has become a global village, and it's really important for children to know about the different religious and non-religious beliefs that exist within their community, within their country, and within the world. And by teaching RE using different disciplines such as philosophy, theology, history, empathy, and when we then teach those different beliefs, whether they're religious or non-religious, within the context of spiritual, moral, cultural, and social values, we are preparing children to appreciate the differences between themselves and those around them, and we are developing characters that are going to be enabled to live in harmony with other people around them.
Primary RE is essential for everyone because it gives children the knowledge, so when they come across things on social media or in real life or in the press, they have a more accurate view of the world.
So, why do I think RE is important for primary pupils? For me, it's all about diversity and it's about respect. Good quality RE equips children not only with the academic knowledge, being able to grapple with big questions, but also with the skills that they need for their lives as a child, as a teenager, as an adult in the world which they're going to live in. It equips them with many aspects of SMSC, prepares them for life in Britain, and helps them to contribute to life as a global citizen. My school in Cheshire has very little diversity within it. I want my pupils to be able to understand others who have a different worldview to their own. When they go to the Trafford Centre, for example, or on an amazing holiday, I want them to know why somebody may be wearing a particular item of clothing, may be praying in a particular way, or how to act when being a tourist in a place of worship. Through the knowledge they gain in RE lessons, they know how to show respect, to show empathy, how to question, how to engage with each other, how to listen, how to find differences and similarities, and how to learn to respectfully agree or disagree with people. They start with the skills for critical thinking and how to recognise prejudice, discrimination, and what they themselves can do about it when they come across this. I want children to leave my school absolutely loving RE and looking forward to continuing this subject with a passion at high school. Good RE can help our children to be the groundwork, to be the change makers of the future.
I think primary RE is essential, mainly because the world that we are living in is so interconnected now that children come up against all sorts of ideas and cultures and influences. And for me, it's really important for children to understand where they stand in relation to those new ideas and where those ideas come from.
RE in the primary school is absolutely essential because children are just beginning their understanding of diversity and of people thinking and believing differently and how they can show respect for these things. The earlier we can start that, the more likely children are to be respectful, understanding, questioning and curious.
RE is essential for primary pupils as it teaches them about different beliefs and value systems, helping them really develop those critical thinking skills, respect for others, and also helping them with a clearer understanding of the world that we live in. And also I'd like to think that it's a subject for life that will stay with them and help them in interactions that hopefully transcend beyond primary school.